Hello everyone, and welcome to Module 3 Lesson 3 on ChatGPT. As I said in our previous lesson, I think we are going to be going into practical lesson class where we are going to be having a full demonstration on how to make write-ups on ChatGPT. So I want to make something clear, there's what we call an AI bypass. That is, whenever you write anything, whenever you make a write-up AI, nobody can be able to know that this write-up is written by an AI because there is also an AI tool again that can detect that this writing is written by an AI. But there's a method that you're going to use that whenever anybody uses that tools to detect whether you use an AI tool to write your submission, it can never detect you. So that's what we are going to start with. Normally, there are two options you are going to use, but let's just start with the first option. So whenever you are using these two options, any write-up you make can never be detected by an AI that it's written by an AI. It will say it is written 100% by a human, not an AI. And this is how it goes. Before you start writing your prompt, you put a forward slash, you now write human, like this, human, like this. You now put a semi, you put a column, either column or semicolon, just like this. Then you now continue with your prompt. So whichever response you get, not any AI will detect that this thing is written by an AI. Or if you don't want to do like this, you can also do, after writing your prompt, you can also say, please make the response 100% humanized. So this is just too long. I prefer using that forward slash human. Then you now go ahead with your prompt. So now, let's start one now. Let's have our forward slash human and semicolon. Then let's paste in our prompt here. Our prompt is act as an expert writer. They help me write a job application letter for a vacant position of finance officer at Esquire Company. My name is Moses Ibrahim, graduate of finance and accounts with Express in the said. So if you like, you can give more details about yourself. Then you like to click send. So you can see the ChatGPT has given you a format of writing starting from your address and the receiver's address and the body of the letter. If you follow that the what's it called, the details is too long, you can also ask for a summarized version of this answer that I'm giving you. I can see it's even asking about details that you need to add. I should add your NYC or IT details to it. It's asking you. If you say, you just say yes, add. You want it to customize an email or hard copy for you. If you need it, you just say okay, add. So you can see this is just a typical example of how you write professional job application that are ready for you to just submit or email to your potential employer. Then now let's go to the second example, please. Our second example is going to be based on content creation. As somebody want to go into content creation, you want to make stories. If you don't even have stories, with just your imagination, you think about how a story will end, and the limit will generate a full story for you. So now let me just put a prompt and see. This is a prompt. Act as a professional scriptwriter and write me a 10-scene script movie for a story of a young handsome African man who rejects all the city beautiful girls to get his dream village girl. Include details like character names, scene, dialogue, and places. The story should be romance, tragedy. All right, let's see what we have. All right, you can see a detail of our movie. The movie is titled The Girl from the Red Earth. You see, just by giving him a link of the story, he has even given you a title and the main characters. You can see where the city is in Lagos, Nigeria, and a quiet village in northern Nigeria. So you can see this is the main character, Kazim Adeyemi, Zainabu, Noah, Tofo, Amina Bello, Mama, Karim, Razanab, the village elder. So these are the characters that are going to have in the story. If you like, you can change the names. So and this is scene one, and these are the dialogues. You can see, and the dialogues and even the gestures. You can see. So this is a ready-made movie for you. All you need to do is that with the knowledge of video creation, then you are good to go and you have a full movie. You can see, right? So that is all about this. Then we are going into the third example. It has to do with the business. So let's ask a simple prompt. Act as an expert business manager and write me a business proposal profitable in northern Nigeria for the year 2026. All right. See, this is his proposal. Business proposal for 2026. For the title, Not Cycle, Agro and Plastic Recycling Hub. So you can see, prepared by a strategic business consultant. This is the executive summary. You can see. So now what he's trying to tell me that is that Nigeria now, profitable business now is going to be recycling business, which we all know it is very, very true. So you can see, you can get idea based on your location of a business that is going to be profitable for you. And now let's go to the last example, which has to do with a research. Put a prompt that has to do with research. But before that, let's click on this plus sign. Then we'll click on deep research so that we should get a detail on the research we want to make, because this is something fact that has to do with a reality. So we need to click on deep research for you to make a deep research on it. This is my point now. Act as an Asian historian and write me a detailed yet concise history of Egypt. Draft it as a research paper with table of content. Because it's research paper and it's something that is facts, has to do with facts. We need facts. So that's why we have to click on that deep research. All right, you can see, because of my prompt is not that detailed, it's asking me some question that what time range should the paper cover? It's even giving an example from the historic to Islamic Egypt or up to the modern times. You wanted to all these questions, all you need to do is just for you to answer the question, and it will now generate it for you based on your specifications. So as I said earlier, it's because of this research paper, that's why we need to click on deep research. You get it? If it's something that we wanted to get a better answer, we need to think, then we click on the thinking. Then if it's image, as we usually know, we click on the create image. In our next lesson, we are going to be discussing about how to create images and graphic design with ChatGPT, which will also be our last lesson on ChatGPT. Then we are now going to move on to Google Gemini. Thank you very much, and do have a wonderful time.